of the ASEAN Club Championship. We're in Petaling Jaya, just a little bit to the west of the capital city of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, the home of Selangor FC. They're taking on Buriram United. Buriram United, the defending champions of this competition. Selangor making the final for the first time and need this to rescue a season which has ended with defeats in domestic semi-finals on 2 occasions and 3rd place in the league. So this is a potential consolation for Selangor. It's humid, 28 degrees, 80% humidity. Not much wind to speak of. Pitch looks in pretty good condition under the floodlights here at MBPJ. This is a temporary, permanent home for Selangor. There is progress on a new venue, made for football venue, being built in nearby Shah Alam. But for now they are in Petaling Jaya, and this has been their home for the last 3 seasons. Teams warming up, looking forward to this auspicious occasion. Krigo Morais is the man everyone's eyes are on. 5 goals for him, including 1 against Buriram, and he's a former Buriram player. Safwan Baroudin, the Singapore captain, and Faisal Halim, 2 years after a dreadful attack on him, is now back at his best. But Safwan, since he returned to the starting lineup, Selangor have looked a formidable outfit and are in great form coming into this final with 5 consecutive wins, including home and away victories over Namdin in the semi-final. Faisal Halim is the man who wears Selangor on his sleeves, although he was based in Terengganu at the start of his career. He and Krigo Morais and Alvin Fortes have forced a formidable attacking unit, and they must take advantage of home advantage here at MBPJ Stadium tonight. Richmond Ankara comes in at centre-back to deal maybe with the physicality of Peter Zul, who will be in for the suspended Guillaume Bissoli for Buriram United. More of them in just a moment, but Selangor really do need to make home advantage tell. Players potentially going to the World Cup for Jordan: Noah Al Rabde and Mohamed Abu Al Nadi, 2 defenders. In goal, Sheikh Izan Nazrael has got himself back in contention as the number 1, taken over from Callum Muller in recent weeks, and had 2 outstanding performances in those games over Namdin. As for the Thais, well, the Thai champions went through to the Thai FA Cup final with a 5-0 victory over Ayatura at the weekend. That means their last 3 games of the season literally are finals. They played 57. Their last 3 games will be finals, all these 2 legs against Selangor, followed by their big one domestically when they take on Prachuap. Tilaton Bunmanton is one of the 4 significant Thai internationals in the starting lineup. You're allowed 7 foreign players in the starting lineup. The 2 Zul brothers, though, they are going to have very, very influential parts to play. Peter Zul and Robert both have made Austrian international squads. There's the man who decided the tie, and Neil Etheridge, who made a last-minute save to deny Johor Darul Taksim an equaliser in a pulsating game, a bruising game that took place just a week ago. Watch these footballers go through it. Selangor warmed up with a 6-0 victory in the league against relegated PDRM to secure third place in the league for them. They were hoping for second. Little Kuching City have taken that spot. Buriram, they won the league. They've got the cup to go for. Semi-finalists in the League Cup, quarter-finalists in the AFC Champions League Elite, and finalists here. 57 games so far. We'll let you just watch the pictures as we just soak in the atmosphere here at MBPJ. It has had some big games in the past, but maybe 20 years ago, this is the biggest game that we've seen here at MBPJ for quite some time. It's the ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup final, first leg, Selangor versus Buriram.
Close. You keep some gap, like 1 meter.
Hi Coach, it's a good day for a final. Can you give us your team updates and what is the mood of the team right now?
Yes, teams are very exciting. Really, they cannot wait tonight game. So we are fully ready. So we will give our best performance and also give our best result to the offense.
How important it is for your team to get as many goals as possible going to Buriram in the next match?
Yes, I think we have to use full our home advantage to scoring more goals to save away stage. So very important tonight. I think we have to give our best attacking tonight. Also zero game, we can't concede a goal. So tonight very important game before we go to Buriram.
What do you think of your opponent tonight, Buriram?
Yes, as we know, Buriram. I think best team in Southeast Asia. We will fully respect, then but try our best to beat them.
Thank you very much, Coach, and all the best.
Thank you.
The key matter here is you will be without arguably your two most important players, Gosic and the other one player that is red-carded in the semi-finals. How do you cope with that?
We're a team. That's it. Simple. We don't rely on 1-2 players. Yep. That's been a big thing what we've introduced this year, and we know that we're a team. We've got a fantastic squad, what the president's built here as well. So we know there's opportunity for other players to come in. we trust every player to come onto the pitch and execute that, and we've got full belief in our squad. Of course, we missed 2 players, 2 influential players, but we have strength in our squad, and I have full belief in those players.
Lastly, we saw that you played without Bisali and Gosic during the game in Ayutthaya. Was that sort of a rehearsal toward what's coming, which is tonight against Selangor?
Obviously, Noah Bisali was, we kind of rested him. Goran's not registered for the FA Cup, so he wasn't able to play. But like I said, we rotate the squad a lot. We have to with the amount of games we play at this football club. I think we're coming up to 55 plus games now, so we have to rotate the squad, and we've done that successfully well. But one thing we are is ready for this game today, ready for the final 3 games of the season, and everything's focused on tonight.
Thank you very much, Coach, and good luck.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers, thank you.
A very warm welcome to our coverage of the Shopee Cup final, the ASEAN Club Championship. It's coming to you from the MBPG Stadium. It's the temporary home of Selangor FC. And a lot of practice has gone into these flags as we get the drone shot overhead, looking for this final of the Shopee Cup. Buriram United, the visitors from Thailand for this first leg, are the defending champions after a thrilling battle to win it last year and an equally bruising battle to make it through to the final against Johor Darul Taksim just a week ago. As for Selangor, they themselves are off the back of a stunning victory in Vietnam against Nam Dinh to win their semi-final 4-1. Home advantage must be taken advantage of by Selangor if they have any serious pretensions of probably upsetting the favourites for this one. Buriram have immense resources and they utilise them well. They are 5 times in a row champions of Thailand. To the strains of the ASEAN anthem, we are all just about set for the 2025-26 final. Match officials from Uzbekistan making their way out, leading the teams. Buriram in their chain strip of cream and brown, and the Red Giants of Selangor, still the most decorated team in Malaysia. It's a wonderful occasion. Selangor semi-finalists in both domestic competitions, 3rd in their league. This is their 49th game of the season. As for Buriram United, they've got literally 3 cup finals to play. These 2 legs plus Thai FA Cup final, having won against Ayutthaya. Beautifully poised, these 2-leg matches. The added ingredient that Selangor's number 9, Krigo Morais, who scored 42 goals, a record for any goal scorer in Selangor colours. He is a former Buriram United player and he'll be leading the line alongside Alvin Fortes and Fazil Halim. Hugo Bumas is a player who's come in and made a huge difference for coach Kim Pangon since he took the helm in January. Bumas is on loan from Odisha. Frenchman defensively. Richmond Anchor comes in alongside Safra Barudin. And Sheikh Izan Nazrul, he retains his place in goal, having only recently got his place back in the starting 11. Uzbek match officials. Strict referee we've got here with Lutfulin Rustam. Kenny Dougal, the Australian, enjoying his time at Buriram. He'll be in the middle of a back 3 alongside the Brazilian Eduardo Mancha, who plays his first Shopee Cup game. And Ko Myon Seok, Sazalak and Kingsley Schindler, the Thai winner against Johor last week, are wide. Tidaton and Peterzul through the middle. Robertsul and Supernat and Superchai will be the front 3 for the English coach Mark Jackson. Korean and Indonesian officials in the VAR booth, should it be required. As always, we hope it isn't required. Football is such a game of margins that invariably it will come in. It was heavily required in the Johor versus Buriram match last week. Coach Kim Pangon, the 57-year-old former Malaysia national team coach, returned to these shores after a spell at Ulsan and has steadied the ship, largely defensively. He's missing Mamadou Diarra today, which will be a blow, but Richmond Anchor is a big, strong, solid central defender. As Mark Jackson looks on, normally very cool, calm and calculating on the touchline. Splendid sight. This is a temporary stroke permanent home for Johor. The new stadium, football ready stadium, is planned for nearby Shah Alam. So the 2 respective ends, there's some building work going on for other activities later on this year. But The two-side stands are jam-packed, and it is a full house. No tickets available. Buriram United. They're very entertaining, but they can concede goals. And Grigor, Alvin Fortes, the Cape Verde winger, flying winger, and Faisal are well placed to actually take advantage of that. Roar goes up as Tikizan goes to his end of the pitch. Clean sheet, a requirement for today. Although Selangor did get a 1-1 draw when the teams played in Buriram in the first game of this competition back in August, but different coaches, very different teams then. Right, the countdown is on to the ASEAN Club Championship, the 25-26 final. Defending champions Buriram United kick off this Shopee Cup final, going right to left in chain strip against the Red Giants from Selangor, who haven't had a major trophy to celebrate for over a decade now, so getting through to this final is an achievement in itself. Had to play second fiddle to Johor Darul Taksim domestically for much of the last 12 years, so this is an opportunity for them to create some headlines of their own. Mancha, Kenny Dougal, Australian no-nonsense central defender who played in the Championship for Barnsley and signed from Blackpool. He puts that out, and here's Mo Abu Al-Nadi. Krigor, flick on, looking for Faisal. Interestingly, Kom Yong-seok has been brought back into the side, one of 4 changes, 2 of them enforced for Mark Jackson, from the side that lost the game but won the tie with their 2-1 extra time home defeat last week against Johor. 2 enforced absences on Gian Bisoli, who picked up a second yellow. He'll miss this first leg. And Goran Korzic, who picked up a straight red. 2 key ingredients for Johor. Here's Dougal. Out to Sazalak. 7 foreign players allowed in the starting lineup. Both teams are utilising that, but the 4 Thais and the 4 Malaysians represented. Well, it's over 200 international caps on the Thai side. And Supernat in shot there. A genuine superstar. Sazalak, a local Buriram boy. On to Superchai. He's been with the club over a decade, has over 100 goals for the club. Sekizan calmly plays it out to Abu Al-Nadi. These 2-leg ties can be like games of chess, but on this occasion you do feel that Selangor might just have to press, take a gamble as they look for the pace of Fortes. Neil Etheridge, signed from Birmingham City after a good career in England that took in Cardiff City, owned by a Malaysian of course, and also Walsall. There's the long ball. Fortes is very, very quick. I think that's why Edu Mancha's been brought into the team, as well as Ko. Both are genuinely quick, whereas Fortes good. He's been omitted from the starting 11. He was a bruising character. Big squads, both these teams. Here is Mancha. Played 7 league games, Mancha. Played in the game where the trophy was lifted, a 1-1 draw, but Buriram didn't have the best of finishers to their league season once they won the title. And then lost 2 and drew 1 of their last 3 games. Hugo Bumos just can't get there. Al Rabda, the Jordanian, looks for the flying Forte. Sazalak, closing down by Bumos, 30 years of age now, 31 in July, born in Rennes. He's just behind Krigor, can't drop in as a midfielder if needed, but his inclusion, as well as that of Safwan, has been key in stabilising the season for Selangor. They're on their third coach. Sazalak. Bumas once again. He's done well. Done very well. Gets the cross in, but Etheridge is there. Big, tall, commanding goalkeeper, and looks for Kingsley Shingler. Olena, Finnish born but Malaysian international. Dankra, Ghanaian, who's been with Selangor for quite a while, loaned out to Negri Sembilan, but now a trusted part of Kim Pangom's team. Abwal Nadi, well, Supernat chases. So Gizam. Dankra does well. To Safwan Barudin. For some reason the Singaporean was out of favour early in the season, was loaned out to Lion City Sailors. That was remedied, and it's made a big difference defensively. Mauro Abda back to his Jordanian, American-born Jordanian teammate. Zul's won that one. That's Robert Zul. Onto Supernat. Well, ghosted away. That's going to go out eventually, I think, for a goal kick. Supernat Muenta. Well, the throw-in was very, very quickly taken by Robert Zul. And the one thing Selangor can't afford to do is concede goals. Not that away goals count double. Just will make life very, very difficult. Great run of form though, had a 6-0 win to win their league campaign, as that's through for Quentin Cheng, Australian-born Malaysian international. Scrapping in the middle of the pitch, Lane has heard, Bumas has been penalised by referee Lutfalam Rustam. It's an awkward one. Coming together with Robert Zul. He's the elder of the two brothers. Free kick though has gone to the visitors. And a cagey opening. This is Peter Zul. He'll be given license to roam, I suspect. Won't have specific defensive duties to do. Faisal Halim skates away from the aforementioned Zul, who then was tracked back to win it back. Kingsley Shingler, faced by Al-Rabda. Little touch from the Jordanian. Bumas. Olena. The step up at ASEAN level from domestic level is marked. And then for those who play in the Asian Champions League, it's a step up again. Long ball over the top, and 3 times now Selangor have tried that dink over the top. Hence Mancha and hence Co, with their pace, being brought back into the team. Sazalak. Out of play. Dankra. And not an awful lot on. They do cover the space as well. Effectively 5 at the back. Al-Rabda wanted it short and has overhit that for Faisal. He's made an heroic effort to try to keep it in. Free kick again. A bit bit of frustration creeping in. Nonsense referee, the 38-year-old from Uzbekistan, who have a fine record in unearthing excellent referees. This is Robert Ozul, more defensive-minded of the two. Both very versatile. Lovely clip ball for Supernat. Cleared by Al Rabda. Ozul. Croatian surnames for Austrian-born players. Lovely left foot, Peter Ozul. Lovely right foot, Supernat. Switches on. Robert Ozul. Here's Kingsley Schindler. Kingsley fires one across the face of goal. Now, we saw last week against Buriram exactly how dangerous he can be from that situation. He's a little bit further out than the Johor goal. It's a clean strike from the Hamburg-born Ghanaian. Great angle behind the posts. So once again, two brothers. Superchild looks like he's the one leading the line. The two Ozul boys and Supernat behind them. Hugo Bumos, nicely done. That gets a roar of approval. Deservedly so. Abdul Nadi. Faisal to go forward. Al Rabda. Hoists it back to Richmond Ankara. Conservative start this by Selangor. Was some thinking that they might really push it on. Here's the chance though. Faisal, who's drifted in from the left-hand side. Krigo's made the run. So is Fortes. Here is Krigo Moraes. Schindler does well. Dougal clears. And the long ball over the top will be, well, there's a coming together of two players. Alvin Fortes is chasing a loose ball. Kobe on stock. It's just been caught. Forte's pace can terrify teams. He's had a good season with 14 plus goals. The decision, it's not going to be a drop ball, I think it's going to be a goal kick. Retreat, and Buriram happy just to kill any atmosphere. There's a very vocal support for Selangor called the Ultras, normally present, conspicuous by their absence today. Cenk, finds Krigo, he's looking for Fortes, well picked out. Terrific defending from Mancha. Season's final against Kongan Hanoi, it was a 2-2 in the away leg. Buriram again were away in that, and Hanoi were seconds away from winning it until Lucas Crispin scored a cracking goal, but there's a break on here. Can Superchai stay onside? Well, it's not the best pass from Supernat. Al Rabda's done really well. Numantia. Here's Tiraton. Much calmer player in his mid-30s than he was in his 20s. Bit of a tear away, a rampaging left-back in those days, Tiraton. Now a careful, considered midfielder. Zul again, that left foot, working wonders. Numantia. Sazalak available. Kingsley Schindler. Happy to keep the ball and capable of keeping the ball. Super Chai. Referee. No free kick, he's given an offside because the assistant over on the far side has said as much. It's an all-Korean team. Would have been a foul, clear as day, but flag had already gone up for offside. See Kizan, surprisingly low-key start. Did have a reputation when he was coach of Malaysia, did Kim Pangong. Getting his front players pressing. He's going for those long ball over the top into the channels for the pace of Fortes and Faisal. Quentin Cheng down this side and Abu Al-Nadi down the other side. Often get forward as well. Sazalak. Cope. Side from Daegu. Reliable, one of a number of reliable central defenders. Etheridge gets an order ahead of Chachai Butron, who was the penalty shootout hero in last season's final. Zul, nice football. Tiraton. Kingsley Schindler. Supernata made a good run. Tiraton looks for Schindler. He's got pace, but he'll be happy with the throw-in for Buriram United. Ball possession just about equal. 2 shots for Buriram. Kim Pangong beforehand in his pre-match interview was saying home advantage must be taken, but it does seem to be a slightly more cautious lineup from him than I would have thought. Neither lineup nor Al Rabda have got forward. Long throw from Schindler. Very long throw. Superchai gets there. Sheikh Izan. The free kick's gone there. There was a hand. I hadn't heard the whistle when the hand went up. From Young Suk. Just getting in on the goalkeeper. Superchai's first header. Well, I'm not sure what Supernat did there. He's got every right to stand in his way because Kizan is trying to come through him. Supernat doesn't have to give ground. It's the old adage, goalkeepers overly protected. Kizan once again. Looks for Quentin Cheng, but that's out of play. Sazlak taking his time. Happy to come backwards. Kenny Doodle. From Youngsyuk to Tiraton. His second long spell with Buriram. It's a lovely ball for Sazalak. There's another long-termer here. Lovely ball into Superchai. Flag goes for offside belatedly, as is the modern way. Superchai, nice spin and turn though. Over 100 goals for Buriram in all competitions, Superchai. Clearly offside, good line. Safwan and Al Rabda noticeably dropping back as Ankra pushed forward. Nadi easily dealt with by Ko. Here's Schindler. Zul. The Robert variety. Then little easing off the ball of Kingsley Schindler. It's his fourth appearance in the ASEAN Club Championship for Buriram. 2 goals scored. In a nice, easy victory over Cebu. That's played in, and Sekizan has to wait for it to bounce. Supernat didn't attack the ball. So often he'll just play this lazy-looking ball in, and it'll find its way to an unmarked player. It's so often. 2 Seoul boys very good creatively and scoring goals between them. 29 goals in all competitions. Now Rabdev finds the little space for Noah Lena. Lena over the top. Again, co-space, very useful. Krigo. The break to Fortes. Alvin Fortes. Bumas. Mancha well positioned. Hugo Bumas once again, little nutmeg on Tiratom. A couple of lovely little bits of skill from Hugo Bumas, and then rather telegraph pass picked up by Sazalak. Abwal Nadi, far too much on that. Not a natural left back, Abwal Nadi. So Superchai leading the line. This long ball from Etheridge will be aimed towards Superchai, and it's the old try and flick on the first ball and win the second ball. The pitch here at PJ isn't quite as firm as the one at Buriram. It's a long ball over the top, it's picked up by Ankara. So I think there might be a reluctance from Buriram to play too much football at the back. It does cut up a lot, although to be fair, the pitch is looking in good nick. Certainly much better than in seasons past. Lena, look for Fortes, only finds Sazalak. Doesn't need to force it. Supernat. Denied. Zul looks for Supernat. Spin and turn from Supernat. Shakey's and a sliding tackle. Decided late to come out and then went with his feet. And in the end, it's a fabulous tackle. But that's what Supernat Muenta does. I'm sure we'll see a replay of that in a moment. As the foul goes against Alvin Fortes on the back of Sazalak. But Supernat, he was involved in a challenge, and then his first movement was an electric turn of pace. There he is. He's challenged, and then he's into space. And he's away from Safwan. And Sheikh Izan decided late on, and it's an unorthodox bit of goalkeeping. But it's an effective bit of goalkeeping from Sheikh Izan. Got some good goalkeepers here at Selangor. Good Malaysian goalkeepers. Schindler does well. Nadi. This is Peter Zul. That's a Tiraton. Little ding for Supernat. 1-0 Buriram. Supernat Muenta goes into space. Picked out by Tiraton. Advantage to the Thai champions and Shopee Cup holders. Well, they've created the better openings. We've just seen Supernat and here Tiraton in tune, and the little dance move worked out as well. Have a look at this. Yeah, Supernat, Quentin Cheng is keeping you on side. Just ghosts away from Richmond Ankara, who looks over to the assistant referee, but it's Quentin Cheng behind him who's kept him on side. Lovely lofted passing, little wedge from Tiraton. Supernat Muenta, third Shopee Cup goal of this campaign. VAR are checking it, but the angle that we had, pretty adamant that this goal will count. Quentin Cheng clearly keeping on. Supernat Muenta. VAR, it annoys some, it brings hope where perhaps there should be none when there's a long delay like this. It is indeed the goal. Supernat on target, just ghosting away. Manchas clearance. Here's Safwan.
Hey, we go.
Richmond. There haven't been many options for the back two, or for the goalkeeper, because the three-man defence with the two wing backs just pushing in there. Again, the header comes. Quentin Cheng clobbers his man. That's a free kick. Yes, he's going for the ball. Sorry, it's Richmond Ankara. He's going for the ball, but he's absolutely clobbered Super Chai. Maybe 10 years ago, centre-backs get away with that. Not these days. And this is a very, very dangerous position to concede a free kick. "25 yards out. Enough space to get the ball up and over the wall. And they've got the players in Zul and in Tiraton, dare I say. More than capable of doing this, but immediately Robert Zul. Well, both Zuls are there. The left foot of Peter, the right foot of Robert. Big moments for Sikizan. Big moment for Selangor. "44 is Peter. 32 is Robert. Robert Zul. Well, the ball did its job. Took a weird deflection. Some thought it came off Super Chai. It's been given as a corner. Dougal in the penalty area. Selangor dare not concede another. The referee is seeing too much pushing ongoing. Too many objections as we focus on Supernat. Kenny Dougal it was who was penalised. Rabda needs the lead. They need to get this man on the ball somehow, not on the halfway line. Ideally closer to the opposition penalty area, but it's not really worked like that for Selangor at the moment. Quentin Cheng takes on Mancha. Mancha's done well. Lead in J2 did Mancha, but gives the ball away. Krigor, nicely done. Krigor Moraes, free kick. Terrific run from Krigor. Krigor Bumos is wanting more than just a free kick. Again, the little nutmeg through Tiratom. It's Dougal and Robert Zull who combine to sandwich Krigor Moraes. No card accruing. Maybe word for Neil Etheridge. Five in the wall. The referee will get it back. Full 10 metres. Alvin Fortes is the man who's standing over the ball. Scored in a 4-2 victory over Tampines in the ASEAN Cup, did Fortes. There as well. Five-man wall. Alvin Fortes 11. He's probably the favourite, and Fortes! Super save, but surely in! Abu Al-Nadi, but the flag is up. The flag is up. Mohamed Abu Al-Nadi is going to have to wait. What a shot though from Alvin Fortes. Parried up into the air by Neil Etheridge. Was Abu Al-Nadi just a little bit too eager to get onto any potential rebound? VAR will of course check. Well, if he is offside, it'll be very unfortunate. He's rarely there, and I think he is. He's just gone a little bit early. That's why he was able to react. Indeed, it's offside, and the enthusiasm is tempered by the flag. And VAR has confirmed the assistant referee's decision. So it remains 1-0 to the visitors, but a little bit of encouragement for Selangor. Quentin Cheng's header. Almost little flick. Loses out to Zul. Sikizan. It's a long ball which is a little bit aimless. Sazalak. Such a reliable outlet down this left-hand side. Mancha. Tiratom. He's just looking to lift the ball over the top of the back four, who have pushed up once again. They were caught up on the halfway line, the back four. Neither Safwan nor Richmond Ankara are the fastest of defenders. Maybe when Diarra's in there, they've got that pace to get them out of jail. Hugo. Happy to take on Superchai. No lacking in confidence. Safwan, very few options. It's very clever defending from Johor. Again, slip there from Buriram. Long ball over the top. The link between the back and the front, the midfield, isn't quite working for Selangor at the moment. Etheridge can hoist it long. Safwan can deal with the high ball, but once again it's the away shirt, and that will be a yellow. Tidatom. Well, he's been embarrassed a couple of times with being nutmegged, and now a genuine tug back. For Tidatom. Interesting match for him. An assist, a couple of nutmegs against him, now a yellow. Sorry, really doesn't work for him. The referee looked full in Rustam, there's really no choice. Again, Hugo Pumas having his say. Second leg of this Shopee Cup a week away. Mark Jackson knows it's 3 cup finals. Final 10 minutes of this first half. Faisal dinks it in. That's over everybody. Chupanat Muenta's 25th minute goal, separating the teams. No real chances for Krigor. One thrilling run on the edge of the penalty area, brought to a halt illegally by Kenny Dougal. That led to the free kick. It was punched away before it was put in by Abu Al-Nadi, only for him to be offside. Here is the aforementioned Abu Al-Nadi. Long ball is easy for Coe. Coe, Mancher and Dougal really are having it a little bit too easy at the moment. I think they realised that the Buriram backroom staff that Selangor would try and utilise the pace of the wingers, which is what they do. Rabda. Lane has been a bit becalmed. It's Quentin Cheng. He's not raided down the right-hand side often as he does. One or two murmurs in the grandstand. They want Selangor to maybe get the ball forward a bit quicker. Little groan as Abu Al-Nadi goes backwards. And when they do push it forward, well, Krigor's just well marshalled by Coe and Co. It's out. Well, Buriram have done a really good job in just killing the atmosphere, killing the game, playing at their pace. Superchai. Kingsley Schindler hooks it forward, and Buriram will just press up to about 40 metres out. Happy to let Selangor have the ball there, and then they'll just condense the midfield. It's up to Selangor to try to create that space. Maybe one of the centre-backs takes a gamble to come forward. Here's Noah Lena, being patient. Between Ankara, Fortes. Now that's an ambitious pass dealt with by Schindler. Abu Al-Nadi onto Bumus. He's closed down by Zul. The Red Giants need a spark from somewhere. Krigor, maybe he's the man to provide it. Dougal is over there. Fortes! Under pressure, can only spoon it over the bar. But Alvin Fortes came in at pace after a lovely turn and run by Krigor Moraes. Does well to get past Kom Young-seok. Not the easiest thing to do. Early ball in, Mancher's touch, and well, Fortes has been brave. Anyways, that's a really good challenge by Edu Mancher. And you can see from his celebration. Again, a little bit of encouragement. asking for VAR. There's no reason for VAR to get involved on this occasion. Schindler misses out. Faisal. Perfect defending from Edu Mancha again. Sazalak tries to play in Supernat, whose goal separates us. Shopping Cup final, 25-26, first leg. That's MBPJ. Two balls on the pitch at the same time. Throw-ins taken, 20 metres apart. And the referee's dead right. What am I meant to do about that? Oh, robbed it. Pumas. Mancha's been outstanding. Just a telescopic leg bid, left or right. It's just reached out on 7 or 8 occasions to make interceptions as Tidaton invites Supernat. Lovely ball over the top, looks for Zul, and Zul. Well, Nadi slipped a little bit, and here's Kingsley. Great tackle. And it's come off the Ghanaian. Kingsley Schindler doesn't think so. Has to get this one absolutely right. There's Mo Abu Al-Nadi. Inviting ball, great tackle. If that's even a couple of centimetres wrong, there's a problem. Mancha deals with another ball into space. And he's quick enough. It's a really canny selection for the two centre-backs from Mark Jackson, this. That's the benefit of having a big squad. Leatheridge goes long, Super Chai beaten by Safwan. Free kick. Go over the top of Faisal. Another unassuming member of this Buriram United team. Where's the pick-me-up going to come from for Selangor? The crowd are waiting for Selangor to entertain them, to get them going, rather than the other way round, which I feel is what is needed here. Faisal. Safwan at the back post is often a tactic that they go for. It's just wide. Big opportunity for Krigo Moraes. Oh, Buriram. Krigo got the better of Kenny Dougal, got the wrong side of him. Comes off his chest and it's only just wide. Delicious ball in from Faisal. Krigo once again, 42 goals in all competitions this season, a record he took from the famed Indonesian Bambang Pamungkas. Over 20 years ago that record was set, 23 in the league. Still wasn't good enough to win in the Golden Boot. Kenton Cheng just clipped by Supernat. Well, he looks fairly content, Mark Jackson. Hugo Bumus drives on towards Safwan. Super Chai does well. Well, Nadi is there. Zul is down on the floor. Selangor play on, comes to the edge of the box where Al Rabda shot is charged down. Buriram will carry on, and so will Selangor. Bumus, Fortes. Zul is still down over on the far side, and the referee eventually calls for attention as Peter Zul and the referee have words. Well, as the free kick was played in, Robert Zul went to ground. Number 32 just eased out of the way by Abu Al Nadi. How to solve a problem like Buriram's defence? They've kept it tight, they've made the most of their chances. We'll have 3 minutes of time added on at the end of this half. Fourth official is Yo Du Lan from Vietnam. He goes, just had the one good chance, the header. So it's okay. Restarts with a drop ball, and Hugo Bumus will pick up a throw in this time from Supernat Winter. Richmond, he's clipped by Super Chai. It's all a little bit bitty. Ball over the top, Bumus. Flag stays down for now. Dougal is there to hack it clear. At the expense of a throw-in. He wants a flag for offside, it's not coming. And then Sazalak defends comfortably. Quentin Cheng in an advanced position. Fortes, Al-Rabda. Bumus once again. Groans from the Selangor fans here at the Petaling Jaya Stadium. Long ball out from Sazalak. Sikizan. One important contribution, saving from Supernat Mwenta. Didn't have much chance with the goal. Long ball over the top again. This time looks for Quentin Cheng, who's quick but not that quick. They're so difficult to control, those long balls. If you're going angled, maybe they'll stop as they roll into the corner, but if it's a straight ball over the top, it'll run away from you. You manage good enough to put backspin on it. Very few players are good enough to do that. Safwan. Abu Al Nadi once again. And to his left. Faisal. Just look at the shirt in front of him. Krigor beaten to it by Mancha, who's been outstanding. That's going to be a yellow card against Alvin Fortes. Left a foot dangling. And Super Chai. Gosh, referee Lutfulin Rustam gives you a stare and a half, doesn't he? Didn't look to be an awful lot in that. Just a stretch and an unfortunate coming together, but it's a yellow card for Alvin Fortes. I do feel somehow he's the key. Selangor haven't been able to get the Cape Verdean into the game. On the bench options, Bukhari Ajmal is a creative player. Scored a hat-trick at the weekend. Oh, it's a chance, Supernat! Important save. It's the last kick of the first half, and Supernat Mwenta, whose goal separates the team, believes he should have made it too. He's through on goal. Slight mistake from Richmond Ankara. First touch is good, and Sikizan does well. Stands up, closes the angle, and then gets the right leg low. An ice hockey style save. Well, it's a game in which Buriram United, for the most part, have been able to dictate the tempo. Mark Jackson and Evan Chichov, the president behind the investment, can be pretty happy with the first half work. It's not been scintillating, it's been professional. They've taken any sting that Selangor were trying to bring into the game out of the game. They scored on the 25th minute from Supernat Muenta and had that chance right at the very end through Supernat to make it 2. The time I expected him to do it. I expected him to do it at half-time, though. Selangor can be very relieved. It is only Selangor 0, Buriram United 1. Very warm welcome back to the stadium MBPJ, which is in Petaling Jaya, just a little bit to the west of the capital city, Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia. Buriram United from Eastern Thailand, the 5-time in a row Thai champions. Leading Selangor by 1-0 in the ASEAN Club Championship final. First leg. Change for the Red Giants. Richmond Ankara is to be taken out of the game and he's to be replaced by Zikri Khalili, who often plays at left back. That might mean Abdul Nadi is going to go for the World Cup squad with Jordan, which is barely a matter of weeks away, can you believe? Non-stop pressure for these guys. Well, he's probably going to go into centre back. That'll mean Zikri will move either to left back or right back, probably left back. Sikizan made two very important stops, one with the last touch of the first half. Tadai Supernat Muenta, a second. Suspect if Buriram do get 2 goals ahead, that is this tie. Well, this match definitely done and dusted. There is Supernat Muenta, 3rd goal in this competition. Lendridge, one brilliant save on the free kick taken by Alvin Fortes. Right then, what have Selangor got in store? 10 seasons without a major trophy. We did win a domestic cup last year, but not a major trophy. ASEAN Club Championship, Shopee Cup, semi-final, second leg. Selangor going right to left in desperate need of a goal, in desperate need of some inspiration. Abde, another who is World Cup bound. While Nadi drives forward. If the first few seconds anything to go by, a little bit more determination from Selangor. No changes for Buriram, who've been able to control the tempo of this match. There is Zikri at left back. It's the first header and the second header against Kingsley Schindler. Zul plays the game at his own pace, Peter Zul. Etheridge thumps it forward. Big, strong London-born goalkeeper, Philippines international, Super Chai. Looks to Sazalak. Up and down that left-hand side, Sazalak. A Buriram boy. Very much part of the success of the last decade. Safwan picks that one up. On to Zikri. It's a bit aimless. Kenny Dougal can cope with that. Kingsley Schindler. Big stride out from Zikri. The boys who's come through the ranks here at Selangor. They do have a very vibrant development team. And they do give chances, the likes of McCary. Richmond Ankara was part of the development team for a long time. Rigo will chase. Mancha, my man of the match in the first half. I thought the Brazilian was outstanding in dealing with the pace of Fortes. And also any through balls in, and the pace of the game once again suits Buriram United. The problem for Selangor is if they press, Buriram will pick them apart with Supernat and the 2 Zul boys. Sazalak. Right, to Peter Zul. Likes it on his left foot. With some left foot, you can understand why. Sazalak inside to Tiraton. Another with a 1 for a left foot. No, Elena hacks clear. Here's Fortes. Squeezed out of possession. There's Mancha. Fortes, who picked up a yellow card in the first half. Needs to be careful with unnecessary challenges. Sheila Fulham will not be forgiving, and that's going to be a corner for Buriram United. As we wait for the corner, the Buriram's 11, Etheridge in goal, Young Seok, Kenny Dougal, Edu Mancho along the back, Kingsley Schindler, Robert Zoll, Tidaton and Sazalak through the middle, Supernat, Superchai and Peter Zoll up top. These teams met once already in this competition, a league game. In Buriram in August, it was a 1-1 draw, quickly taken, Tidaton. Dealt with by Safwan, only to the edge of the box. And Zoll deflected for another corner. That languid style from Peter Zoll on the edge of the penalty area. It's a good header, but a first touch is good. Second on the weaker right foot leads to a corner to be taken by Robert Zoll. Crowd be calmed. The ultras absent. The task for Selangor difficult. Zoll culls it in. And Sikizam wasn't the most confident there. It's Safwan and the goalkeeper who eventually smuggle it clear. Krieger at the near post as well. Two in and around the goalkeeper, Sikizam. As you can see, isn't the tallest. Called right on the goalkeeper and out by Quentin Cheng for another flag kick. Ninth match of the season in all competitions for Selangor. Match number 58 for Buriram. Robert Zoll has Kenny Dougal. By Noor Abda. Peter Zoll. Closed down by Zikri. Faisal can run. Faisal is still running. Coase picked up his man. Here's Krieger. Fortes in the middle. So is Faisal. Oh, what a challenge that is by Edu Mancha. Oh, no wonder he's getting a hug. Actually, it's Supernat who's got back. Of all the players, it's Supernat went up. I saw the 0 on the back and could only assume that it was Mancha, but it's Supernat doing a superb job. Almost corner is flat. Together in the penalty area. Referee's given a goal kick and is having a chat with Krieger. Not sure if he's asking for a VAR check. Sense of that kind of urgency, but he is just waiting for Neil Etheridge to put the ball down, and he's still holding him up. This referee full in. Okay, now all is clear. It's just the coming together in the middle of the penalty area between Mancha and Krieger. Supernat. Well, that clearance added to his goal makes him a very early contender for the Shoppy Star of the Match award, which will be awarded at the end of the game. Selangor would love to have somebody who can come in and compete against Supernat's contribution. adventure. Sazalak, for once, his touch lets him down. Krigo comes it on to Al Rabda. Sazalak does well. Krigo again. Supernat does again defensive work. Well, his attitude first class. Here he is once again. Supernat just clipped from behind. That's going to be a yellow card. Zikri just on at the start of the second half. Supernat gliding away from him. Such a natural athlete. Good runner. Still only 23. Yellow card for Zikri. Joins Alvin Fortes in the referee's notebook. Nice from Tidatom. Supernat. Lovely ball, Super Chai. Stretched. If that's Guillaume Bissoli, that's 2-0. Bissoli, a suspended absentee, as is Goran Kozic. But look at the quality of the passing. Super Chai waits until he sees the flight of the ball. You suspect the top strikers, the real top strikers, are on the move. Abu Al-Nadi gets away with a scary moment as Robert Zoll closed him down. Zaman Zikri onto Boumos. Zikri again, nice. Al Rabda, long ball over the top. That's Faisal to run onto it. Kingsley Schindler is there. Schindler's strong enough to deal with both Faisal and Zikri. A little bit more, Faisal, as he goes in inside Kingsley. Well, there's a flailing arm. That's the second flailing arm. That's the one that catches the top of the lip. That's what Faisal was complaining about. Going to be a free kick. Supernat. A little bit late, maybe. Shocking start of the matches. I was going to say get special treatment, or maybe they don't. Belatedly, the yellow card. A little bit cynical, taking down Safwan. Eye on the Singaporean. He's got, once again, big players to aim for. Safwan on the back post, Krigor in the middle. Claiming he's being held. Let's have a look at the evidence. Ko and Kenny Dougal, both in there. Gum Young Seok making sure Krigor doesn't have the freedom of MBPJ. Pataling Jaya is the Malay for it. There's Boumos. He's had lots of the ball, but not in areas that can hurt Buriram United. Hugo Boumos. Just look at the covering, the chocolate covering from Buriram. The colour of their kit is kind of appropriate. On the line, looks for Al Rabda, can't keep it in. But at least Al Rabda's beginning to make those move forwards. Hang on, bottom right of your screen, you wonder if he's going to gamble at any stage. Oh, it's a clear foul. No, Elena. top of Zul of the robber kind. It's not been a thriller. Buriram have been super professional. They've come here with a job to do. Possibly also a little bit fatigued after Johorian and Cup semi-final exertions as well. So playing maybe a little bit within themselves, but the two Zul boys play within themselves anyway, as does Tidaton these days. Swings now wide to Robert Zul. Here's Kingsley Schindler. Three making a run. Schindler has got Supernat in the middle. Zikri's done well. Players used in the now 8 matches of the Shopee Cup by Buriram United. For Selangor as well. Long throw from Schindler, dealt with by Abu Al Nadi. Dougal weighs up his options. For Sikizan. Players used by the 3 coaches who've been in charge of Shopee Cup activities for Selangor. Zikri wanted the foul from Zul. Zul was too clever. Tidaton loses out to Ugo Bumos. Nicely done. Bumos has got Fortes to his right. Alvin Fortes in this position. That's where you want Alvin Fortes. Attacks Sazalak. Attacks the penalty area. But there was a wall of 5, and then Tidaton in front of that wall. But again, just a little smidgen of encouragement for Selangor. Given away by Noelena. Normally an energizer bunny in the heart of midfield, but Buriram are just passing around him. Zul finds Schindler. Zikri has got to defend against the Ghanaian, but happy to hold on to the ball. Slid in. Safwan just moved to the right-hand side of the 2 centre-backs to accommodate Rob Hadi. Quentin Cheng, long ball. In this defence, there wasn't an awful lot that he could have done. Faisal to his feet or nothing else. How can Kim change things? Because it's very much upon Selangor to change the nature of this game. Bumos. Fortes. Better. Then trying to force it through, and Mancha's long legs get in the way. For the umpteenth time. Noelena. Seems to be playing at half place, Noelena. Faisal. Rabda. Plenty of possession. Not much penetration and not much space. Again, just look at the defensive cover. Somebody makes a run. It's covered. Zul goes out to close down on Safwan. The real danger is Quentin Cheng. Sazala closes him down. And Noelena. Supernat closes him down. Krigo, edge of the penalty area, surrounded by 3. This is better though. Quentin Cheng, he's got Fortes. Fortes turns away. Want to just hoik across him. The Shingler can deal with that, only as far as Hugo Boumos. And Boumos, well, it would have been spectacular. Faisal. Little give and go. Faisal again. Krigor. Dougal does well. Just close down Krigor Moraes. Well, Nadi does well to sort his feet out. This is better from Selangor by a long chalk. Their best spell of the match. Hugo once again. Quentin has made a great run, but he went narrow. The ball went wide. Now just see how quickly Kenny Dougal closed down the space. That's a league match. Maybe the defender stands off him. Once you step up the level to ASEAN or ACL level, chances have got to be taken. We're at the approaching the midway point of this second half, and it's still the 25th minute goal from Supernat Wenta that separates the teams. And it could have been more. That chance just before half-time. Here is the goal. It's a lovely teasing ball in by Tiraton. Supernat. Just airbrushes it into the bottom corner. 25th minute gone. And it is a deserved lead. Would have been worse. Excellent save right at the end of the half by Sikizan. It's a bunch of 5 yellow cards. He said taking a lead into the second leg was very important. They Kim Pangong beforehand. He also acknowledged the respect that you've got to give to Buriram. It just seems that a little bit too much respect has been shown to them. Well, saying that, if you fly forward, they can pick you off. First camera angle of Edridge's long ball ahead of Noah Lena. Bakari, one option from the bench. Faisal. Faisal's taken off the ball. The fourth official saw that. Boumos, nicely done. Safwan. Safwan onto Hugo. Quentin Cheng, what kind of a cross? Cross that's blocked by Sazalak, who does such a valuable job down that left-hand side. Doesn't make life easy for any winger or any wing back. That's your channel, and he deals with it. Chance! Post! Boumos. Faisal. That's cleared by Dougal. And then Zul onto Supernat. And Noah Lena, clumsy challenge. But Selangor, well, they've had the ball in the net once with a disallowed goal. Now they've hit the post. Again, these little morsels to encourage them. This tie isn't over. Comes out of nothing, really. Al Rabda onto Quentin. Well, for once, Mancha had left Hugo Boumos, and he slides that against the base of Neil Edridge's post. That's not looking good for Supernat. Supernat coming off, and the ever-reliable Pithiwat continues his 100% appearance record. Now the stretcher bearers are being called because otherwise this long walk would be a very long walk for Supernat Winter. But he's injured, he's coming out. And the far more defensively minded Pithiwat is coming in. Neil Etheridge is relieved. .25 caps signed from BG Pathum United. He played a part in all 8 games. He's a regular go-to guy, Mr. Reliable. .25 caps earlier on in his career. It's not an attacking move by Mark Jackson. He's quite happy with what he's got. Super Chai on the wrong end of another Abwal Hari. Thumper, Schindler. Raptors clearance. You do get the impression Buriram are playing well within themselves here. But if Selangor were to up the pace, Buriram would be able to match it. Zul loses out. Bumas turns away. Krigor ahead of him. He goes sideways to Al Rabda instead. Quentin Cheng outside of him. Sazalak closes down. Yeah, no Al Rabda. What's on? The answer is nothing. There is movement, but every run is being shadowed. Bumas once again. Faisal outside of him. Here is Faisal. Early pass. Mancha onto Cheng and Krigor's header. Etheridge comes a long way. Second ball will come back to Selangor. Well, having the lion's share of possession, the Red Giants. Zikri. Faisal. Bumas cleared at the near post by Ko. Only as far as Sapwon. The pressure intensifying from Selangor. Benton tried to turn. Again, Sazalak, Mr. Reliable. Super Chai slid in. Referee will have a word and a yellow card there for Super Chai. Didn't need to tackle. It's not quite studs up, but it's a nasty one for Mo Abwal Hadley. It's a yellow card. VAR will have a look at it because A, it's unnecessary, and B, although the studs are coming down in 2026, if the ball is away from the player and you are considered to have put the opponent in danger, the VAR have had a word and they're happy. It is only a yellow. Safwan. Well, these teams shared 11 goals in their respective domestic competitions at the weekend. Bumas around the corner. Faisal onto Zikri. Deflected corner. But the pressure is building. And getting extra players forward. There's the difference. Plenty of red shirts in the penalty area. Is he right to have a goal? I think he is. He's being closed down by Kenny Dougal. Mancha marks Trigo, Brazilian on Brazilian. Faisal's corner to Safwan at the back post. And that's really clever defending from Peter Zul. So often players will try and compete with Safwan in the air. Just have a look at what Zul does. When we see the replay here, he doesn't go one-on-one in the air, he just leans into him. Makes it difficult for Safwan. Oh, we're not going to get a replay, which is a shame. It's clever defending. And it's the difference between your top-class players. And this is Peter Zul, still going. And Peter Zul closed down by Zikri. It was his brother Robert who was trying to get forward. Al-Rabde, long ball over the top. Again, Coe reads the run of Faisal, anticipates and is in position. It's not necessarily a bad ball from Al-Rabde, it's just really well read and well defended. He's got his judgment right so far, Mark Jackson. Came into the club only in November, October, November. Zikri's header. He's had a good half. Hoisted forward. Referee happy. Sazalak. In days of old, Sazalak, or P as he's known, may well have foraged forward and tried to take on a player. Not these days. Far more sensible. Pity what's available on that left-hand side. Sazalak retains the ball. Dougal, little hoik into Coe. And Coe drives forward. Maybe Buriram looking for a second. 15 minutes to go. Shingler. Zul. Corner kick. Change is looming in a short while for Selangor, but not before this corner is taken. Stats-wise, Selangor have had more of the ball. 7 shots apiece. 2 on target from Selangor. This is the the 6th corner of the match for Buriram. To be taken by Robert Zul. Tinaton! Oh, on his right foot. Oh, the lesser spotted right foot of Tinaton Bunmantan nearly produces a stunning second goal. That's normally just for standing on that foot, and Sikizan, to be fair, has his angles covered, but that would have been a rarity, a Tinaton right-footed shot. Okay then, Harith Heikel to come on for Abu Al-Nadi. That's a straight change. Central defender for central defender. I mean, Safwan will revert back to his more familiar left side of the 2 centre-backs. And Zikri will forage forward. Difficult pass again. There's a thumbs up from Faisal. ASEAN Club Championship Shopee Cup. It was revitalised last year. Buriram won a thrilling final against Hanoi. They're back in the final this year. Both teams deservedly so. Both in the same group. First and second in that group. showing a really good footballing IQ here, control of the game. They don't have to entertain the 9,000 fans at the MBPJ Stadium. Maybe the sponsors would like them to be a little bit more thrilling and adventurous. But it's proper football. How about that? Lovely take by Peter Zul onto his brother Robert. Control, Pitiwat onto Sazalak. Five Thai championships in a row. They won a quadruple of titles last year. Only, in inverted commas, for a hat-trick of titles this year, but they've still got to win 2 of them. And in this game, they're giving a very good impression that they're in control. Zul onto his brother. Robert, oh, what a stretch from Harith. Oh! Gosh, I hope he stretched beforehand, Harith. Otherwise, he will have done his hamstrings a lot of harm, but it's broken for Krigor Morais. And Krigor runs. Again, there's a miscommunication. Heisel went narrow, the ball went wide. Faisal, a little tug on the arm by Ko Myong-sok, and a yellow card for Ko. Well, the arms up, he's pushed him away. Referee's right on point. Benny Dougal once again as the centre man of the back three was there to mop up, so Ko didn't necessarily need to manhandle Faisal down, but he did and picked up a yellow card as a result. So Ko joins Supernat and Superchai and Tiraton in the referee's notebook. Into the final 10 minutes. It's a lot of yellow cards for the number of fouls we saw there. 7 yellow cards, 15 fouls. Bumos 4 in the penalty area against Safwan will be a target. Bumos went for the near post and Mancha appeared out of nowhere. Our first look at Mancha in the Shopee Cup, and the change. Mukari and Shahir, 2 locally produced players. As Bumos went to the near post, Etheridge had it covered. So Shahir on, and it's Norlena, who wasn't his usual self, and Quentin Jeng, who are replaced. Right then, final 10 minutes. Mukari had a hat-trick at the weekend. Here's Safwan. Mukari to Faisal. Fascinated to see who plays at right back. Maybe they go to a back three with Zikri on the left. At the moment it's Bumos. Slides one in, dealt with by Mancha. There will be a selection for star of the match. Mukari Ajmal and Shahir Basha just confirming that. Safwan. It's over Krigor, will come to Noor Al-Rabda. Krigor Morais, outside of him is Mukari. Mukari's cross, dealt with by Mancha again. Mancha goes down with a little bit of cramp. Whether it's legit or stalling tactics, he's straight back up again. Referee not allowing treatment, but he is feeling the back of his calves, is Edu Mancha. Super Muenter's 25th minute goal separating the teams, as that's helped on Faisal. There's been plenty of endeavour from Selangor. Alvin. Yeah, the defensive work is so good. Safwan flies through. Great header. Took nothing but ball, and Subuchai was collateral damage. Respect and admiration for this Buriram performance. It's been controlled, it's been disciplined, it's been super professional. Zul wins the free kick. Crowd of just under 9,000, full house in this temporary permanent stadium, which is being rebuilt for a local Sukbar event, local sports games event in Selangor later this year. Watch that, the free kick was quickly taken, Sikizan was out quickly. Selangor running out of time. 1-0's not the end of the world. Free kick by Tidaton. Grigor is saying to the referee that he's on a yellow. Surely you think that that's a yellow card? I also thought asking for a yellow was a yellow card, but maybe that's last season's laws. Etheridge, clean sheet so far. Haven't been too many of them for Neil Etheridge and Buriram recently. Faisal's ball, and coming together on the edge of the penalty area. Dougal goes down. Safwan. Yeah, just moving his man out of the way. It wasn't Safwan, it was Harith Heikel. Lack of subtlety. Etheridge picks up a yellow card for delay of the game. He picked up a yellow card against Johor, and in the totting up, I think that might be his third yellow. He is not happy, but he becomes the 6th Buriram player to see yellow. Red, and the 6th yellow they got in the second leg of the semi-final against the other Malaysian team, Johor. Card trouble, necessarily calling it discipline trouble. No. Drives away from Subuchai, who's given another 100% effort. That you are guaranteed from Subuchai Jadid. Bumas played in. Mukeri. Zikri. 3 in the penalty area. Leaves for Faisal to Shahir. Shahir blocked by Sazalak. Corner kick. Well, it's the local boys, the Selangor boys, who are really getting the crowd interested in these late stages. Shahir not renowned for his goal-scoring exploits. That was on target. Sazalak in the way. Alvin Fortes wanted it short. Needs to be a result, needs to be a cross, and there is. Superbly dealt with by Subuchai, who does such sterling work. The reason why the top teams do so well is because they work as hard, if not harder, than anybody else. Grigor just couldn't keep it in. And Zul cleverly there. Plays with the shin pads. Holds the ball, kills 10 seconds.
Yellow card! Yellow card!
Drops the ball for the goalkeeper. Gets as close to the margins of a yellow card for delaying the game as I think you possibly can do without picking up the yellow card. Foul by Superchai. It's not been pretty from Buriram, but it has been effective. And deserved. Faisal, hopeful pass played in. Sazalak, right place, right time. Him, Mancha down that left-hand side have really locked up the defence. And Zul on this right-hand side is Pitiwat. Pitiwat through on goal. Pitiwat. Well, Harith does well. Anyone except Pitiwat. And you would have had a fair chance of that being a goal, but Pitiwat, well, panic now. What do I do? Really didn't have the belief. He's a stay-at-home defenceman. But nonetheless, Harith Heikel did really well to get across and prevent the second goal. Changes. Defensive changes. Kingsley Schindler comes out. And Shinapat Leo, signing from Pathum United, comes in. That'll just shore up that right-hand side. As with the Pitiwat substitution, it's certainly not an attacking change. Shinapat Leo. Corner number 7 for the visitors. Free header. That's a chance. Superchai knows that's a chance. Bumus. Shahir. A little bit forced, but finds Faisal. Plenty of red shirts forward. Alvin Fortes makes the move, and 2 shirts went with him, but it's a throw-in. 1 minute of the 6 added on has elapsed. Throwing goes the way of Selangor. The Red Giants looking for something extraordinary. Otherwise, it's another trophyless season on the cards. Lumos. Cortez. Shahir. Tillaton's header. Just deflects it away from goal. They've had plenty of the ball in this kind of area. You just look at the defensive cover that Buriram United have got. Their shape has been excellent. Faisal. Long-range effort from Shahir will spin out for a throw-in. Zul, he's done a good job. A change coming in. Panther, centre-back, on for Edu Mancha. Should be star of the match contender, although I suspect it might go to the goal scorer Supernat. We'll find out after the end of full time. But Eduardo Mancha on his debut in the ASEAN Club Championship, outstanding. That's a heavy boom. In the first half of the semi-final against Johor. Here's Zikri. Al-Rabde. Bukhari. He's effectively playing as a right wing back, Bukhari Ajmal. Bukhari blocked off by Tillaton. Al-Rabde does well. Foot is high. That'll be a yellow card. And it's Harith Heikel. Lots of yellow cards being bandied around. 6 for Buriram. For Buriram, 5 now for Selangor. Harith as well. They never got going, Selangor. Well, they were never allowed to get going. Maybe they showed too much respect to Buriram. Foul by Pitiwat. Last chance to maybe launch the ball forward. Sikizan comes out. Sikizan's more than played his part. A couple of big saves by the keeper. Bumos goes shorter. Al-Rabda. Kim Pangon not impressed with that. The short passing game hasn't worked. Even now, short. There's the progression. Fortes. It's better. Ahmed Zikri. Now the chance for the cross. Nicely away by Panzer. Only as far as Faisal. And Kree goes there. And Bumas! Volley wide. Free kick, and surely this is one where they go long. Rabda says no. Fortes wants it short. Seek looks for Safwan. Manda is there, all 6'3" of him. That's been given away. And half a chance, fired over the top by Faisal. It is only 1 goal, the deficit. That is catchable. I do wonder if Selangor might regret not being a little bit more adventurous, which Kim Pangon often sets his teams to do. But it's finished here. A really professional performance, won by Supanat Muenta's 25th minute goal for Buriram United. And the defending Shopee Cup champions have done a really big part in retaining their trophy with a 1-0 victory in the away tie here in Malaysia at the Stadium MBPJ. It's not all over for Selangor, but they'll have to rethink how they approach the game. But for Buriram United, in the first of their 3 cup finals to bring their season to a finale, they've done a very good job. A clean sheet and an away goal. It might have been more, but for some good goalkeeping from Sikizan. As the final score in this Shopee Cup semi-final first leg, Mark Jackson's team have the victory by 1-0. Safwan Baroudin and co. Well, they're still in this contest, but there it is, full time in the Shopee Cup final. It's Selangor 0, Buriram United 1. We go to the second leg in Buriram next Wednesday, with Buriram having done the hard part, you would think. But this is football. And remember, Johor went to Buriram and won. And not many teams have done that before. Final score, though, from MBPJ in this Shopee Cup. It's Selangor 0, Buriram United 1.
Tiratan, congratulations on the win. 1-0 here. Was one goal enough for your team tonight?
คิดว่าวันนี้1-0เพียงพอแล้วกับเกมวันนี้
ก็น่าพอใจที่เราสามารถเก็บชัยชนะด้านแรกได้เพราะว่ามันก็เป็นเกมที่ยากเหมือนกันที่มาเยือนสลังงอในวันนี้เพราะว่าสภาพอากาศมาเลเซียร้อนแล้วก็ทำให้เหงื่อออกมากกว่าเดิมเลยครับ
So first it's very pleased with the result 1-0 because it's quite tough to play here because of the condition weather is quite humid.
It looks like there were more chances being made. Describe the match for us.
คิดว่าเขามีโอกาสสร้างสรรค์โอกาสได้เยอะคิดว่าเกมนี้เป็นไงบ้างครับ
แน่นอนครับก็ครึ่งแรกเป็นโอกาสของเราแล้วครึ่งหลังเป็นโอกาสของสลังงอแล้วก็เราก็มีโอกาสโต้ได้ในครึ่งเวลาหลังแต่ว่าเราก็จบสกอร์ไม่ได้ก็ต้องกลับไปปรับปรุงในเกมต่อไปก็กลับไปทำให้ดีขึ้นในเกมบ้านเราครับ
Of course first half we create more chances and second half Selangor create more chances and we wait for quarter for second half and so second game we need to be better.
How confident are you going to the second match?
เลข2มั่นใจแค่ไหนครับ
ครับก็ได้กลับไปเล่นในบ้านต่อหน้าแฟนบอลเราก็อยากจะป้องกันแชมป์ถ้วยนี้ให้ได้ครับก็ทุกคนก็โฟกัสในถ้วยนี้ก่อนแล้วก็พยายามเก็บชัยชนะให้ได้ครับ
So we play at home in front of our fans so we focus on winning the game and get the trophy.
Yeah, Tiratan, congratulations and good luck.
ครับ
Miki, deretan peluang pada malam ini Miki, tetapi seberapa besarkah kegagalan untuk menyempurnakan peluang-peluang tersebut?
Ya, sudah tentu kecewa. Kita bermain di halaman sendiri, di rumah sendiri. Kita tak dapat guna peluang yang sebaik mungkin, peluang yang ada. Kita control game, kita attack, kita create peluang, tapi kita sayangnya sekali kita gagal meletak bola dalam jaring. Itu adalah benda yang paling penting untuk game malam ni lah.
Walaupun kalah pada malam ini Miki, seberapa optimiskah Miki untuk ke Buriram dan menang di sana nanti?
Ya, sudah tentu kita masih ada 90 minit. Walaupun hari ini kami kalah tapi tengok game macam mana kan. Dua-dua pasukan attack dan defend. Game begitu intensity yang tinggi. So game seperti ini kita kena elakkan, kena kurangkan mistake.
Yeah.
So kalau kita ada silly mistake akan menghukum pasukan. Ya, kita di-concede gol bukan gol yang begitu bahaya, gol yang begitu simple. Itulah kita perlu usaha keras dan no give up lah untuk dekat second league nanti.
Soalan terakhir Miki, boleh Miki describe mood dalam pasukan Selangor sekarang ini?
Ya, sudah tentu sebelum perlawanan, 1 week sebelum perlawanan, semua pemain dan semua barisan kejurutihan memang excited untuk perlawanan pada malam ini. Ya, kalau kita boleh lihat perlawanan pada malam ini adalah perlawanan yang begitu menarik untuk disaksikan dan semua pemain bertungku lumus memberi yang terbaik tapi sayangnya kita gagal menggunakan peluang yang ada.
Terima kasih Miki and good luck.
Okay.